chefs like Rick for 40 plus years. What we've got back in stock after selling out the last day it was presented is the Anderson Seafoods 12 count of a 5.5 ounce country style wild haddock. So this is wild caught haddock that has been breaded in a combination of bacon, potato, and breadcrumbs to create, is it right? Bacon, cheese too. To make the perfect, crusty, delicious fish that you can cook from frozen. We're offering the 12 count for $116.34, but there's also auto delivery, so if you want to, you can lock into this and have a shipment come to fill your freezer every 90 days automatically. Chef Rick Roman is here with us to talk all things wild-caught fish. Hello.
Hello, it's so good. I'm so excited to have this back because, you know, I love reading the customer reviews and how much they love this item because you said it. First of all, Anderson Seafood, that 45 years of supplying the best restaurants, picky chefs, but this is wild caught. So what does that mean? Not farm raised, caught in the beautiful cold waters of Alaska. And then you can see this beautiful, moist and succulent haddock. And haddock is in the cod family, so very similar mild sweet fish, but a little meatier. And then that crust where you see little bits of bacon, just a touch of cheese.
Hold that shot right there, because what I want you to see is that it's not one of those overly crusted pieces of fish where there's more breading on the outside than there is actual fish.
That's a great shot.
Very light, crispy, but adds that nice crunch and flavor.
And look at the fish. See that? Notice how it's not dried out, and then you get just that little bit of bacon, that little touch of cheese and potato. So here's the thing: you would say, wait, potato cheddar crusted haddock. How many calories are in that? How about 200 calories? 22 grams of protein. So this is still an incredibly smart choice if you're trying to eat a little bit smarter this year.
We only have 500 available. So if you want to pick this up, and that's including, is that including the auto delivery, Brian? Yeah, it's including both.
So this is how they come. This is one of my favorite things. They come individually frozen, and you can see on the crust, you can see that bacon, that cheddar, and that potato crust. All you do is take this from frozen, cut this open, put it in your air fryer or your oven. In your air fryer, it's about 14 minutes. It's going to be golden brown. In the oven, maybe about 18 to 20 minutes. Now, if you do it in the oven, the last minute or two, put the broiler on to get it nice and crispy on top.
You know what I love about this?
Yeah.
And like you said, the haddock is not a real fishy fish. I'm not a big fish person. I keep telling everybody I really started to eat fish most recently, a lot of it because of working with you and other vendors here. We're bringing these things that are already prepared. I didn't have to take the fish. I didn't have to fillet it. I didn't have to remove the skin. Don't have to take the bones out. Don't have to figure out what the combination of breading is. It's already done. And this has a really good flavor. It's not too bread heavy, like I said. It's not too salty. It's not too cheesy. The perfect balance of flavors.
And this is what it's about. It's that wild caught fish, right? That beautiful wild caught haddock. And by the way, I think this is the only haddock in the QVC assortment that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Wild caught, skin deboned. Then cheddar cheese, a little potato, some of that nice bacon that gives it a little punch of flavor. It's all coated, and this is what you wind up with. But guess what? All you have to do is take it from the freezer and go right into the air fryer or oven, and you have that center of the plate entree. It could be a sandwich, you name it.
So we don't have to plan ahead. You know, it's important. I always talk about Wednesday is a tough day for everybody. It's hump day, midweek. Wednesday is also a day that I leave here and I have art class. So I don't have a whole lot of time in between when I get off the air, by the time I get home and finish what I'm doing, to put, you know, a thought together on what to fix for dinner. But here's the good thing. Even if I forgot to take this out ahead of time, I can still take it right out of the freezer and prepare it.
Right out of the freezer. That's one of my favorite things. And like I said, I love that, like what you said before. The coating on this is just enough. That's a great shot. It makes an incredible sandwich.
Oh, that does it.
A little tartar, a nice crusty roll. You have a great sandwich. If you want to pair it with some vegetables and rice, you have a center of the plate entree. Any way you want it. There you go. Thank you. I didn't want to budge you out of the way.
No,
that's
okay.
Perfect. A little tartar sauce.
Dollop of tartar. Oh yeah.
And you know what? This is the great thing is the combination of the flavor. You get that wild caught fish. It's that real pure, sweet, mild fish in the haddock. But then that little saltiness from the bacon, that little richness of the cheese, and then the potato rounds it out.
And
it's
it's not even something that you typically do is put cheese with fish.
Exactly.
But this blend and balance is perfect. So talk to us about the numbers again. We're fewer than 400 remaining.
Okay.
You talked protein. How much?
22 grams of protein and only 200 calories. And I'm amazed because you're getting 12 of these. So this is 6 dinners for 2. Yeah. When you think about cost of food these days, try to go find wild fish out in the supermarket. I do the math real quick. This is less than $10 an entree, right? I mean, you think about, you go through a fast food now. I mean, you can't get out the door.
And talk to us about wild caught, too. For those that shop in traditional grocery stores, You might see something that says previously frozen
Exactly.
on your fish, but
Well,
wild caught.
Wild caught is so important because the fish has eaten in its natural environment. It's not being farm raised and fed what you're not sure it's being fed.
Right.
It's eating in the ocean, right? Then it's being caught, skin deboned, coated with this beautiful coating and flash frozen. So it's the purest to me form of the fish when you can get wild caught. And it's not easy to get wild caught, and often you pay a big premium for it. I love that a lot of our products from Anderson are wild caught because I always feel better when I'm eating wild caught fish.
I love too that it has like a nice hearty meaty texture
That's
to
right.
it. You know, sometimes the flounder is a flat fish and you're just
Correct.
kind of flaking from the skin. This has a really nice center of the plate flavor. And part of it has to do with the fact that it's wild caught, but also the fact that it's Anderson, and that's
Yeah.
what they do, supply restaurants. So you're getting a really high quality fish when you're getting this, and it's already done. All you got to do is take it out of the freezer
That's right.
and decide how you're going to cook it.
And see, and this is such a great shot because you see how succulent and the fish is not dried out. You see that fish; it's beautiful, wild caught, and then look at that crust. It's not a thick crust, and I'm just going to slide it. You see the bacon, little pieces
Yeah.
of bacon, just a little bit of cheese, so you get all that savory, rich flavor, and you don't have to do anything, Jane. You take it from the freezer, put it in your oven or your air fryer, and like you said, literally, what's for dinner tonight? Pull it out of the freezer, and 20 minutes later, you're eating dinner.
Half of what we brought in is already sold through.
Yeah.
This is something for anyone who loves fish. If you love it, you're going to love this. If you're someone who's on the fence of fish and you're just trying to put more in your rotation because you
That's
know
right.
it's a smart swap, then this is an opportunity for you to try this one. And again, a lot of protein, low calories,
Yes.
and a lot of flavor, which is the most
take a
important
bite.
thing. So good, isn't it?
Just
It's
the right amount of
delicious.
that bacon and cheese.
Love it. All right. Well, you get 12 of these at $116.34, but you can also lock into that auto delivery. And again, we'll keep you updated as we go through our show. Half the quantity that we brought in is sold out.
Okay.
Thank you, Chef.
Oh, Jane, so good to see you. Have a great day.
All right, Sandra.
You ready for some soup? This would actually be the perfect first course for that Anderson seafood, or actually maybe your only course. This is your entree because this is a big, hearty, yummy, comfort food, soul-warming meal. This is Plentiful Pantry now. It still says Anderson Seafood.